Good.
Okay guys, we're going to do a brief review of the heel hook and its details are important for us to take into consideration because unfortunately when people do the heel hook sometimes they're over aggressive and or they're miscalculated, so they roll through and their opponent rolls out. So with that in mind, if you can come closer a little bit here, John, make sure we get everything. So we're in our traditional Ashigarami position. Okay, we talked about our straight ankle lock. Okay. Notice his foot. The first line of defense on a straight ankle lock for many people will be toes up. Okay. When going for an outside heel hook, most probably their toes will be down. If the leg is up, in the outside heel hook, it's easier for the person to implement it. If it is down, it's harder for the person to implement it, arguably, because the space has been reduced. So if we can understand this, and we understand in our straight ankle lock, when we have everything set up, everything is super tight and locked in, okay? And they set up their first line of defense, a straight toe towards the roof is perpendicular. I've turned my elbow and I've done ankle exposure and I'm here in this tight position, everything tight in. Remember our grips here, because you start trying to peel it off. We don't allow that, we keep it strong and tight as much as possible. Now when the toe is up and he's pulling my hand off, he's doing all of these things, this is our opportunity to set up this outside heel hook that we've been talking about. So in this position, when the toes are up and tight, we're going to take our arm, which is peeling off, and we can switch to an outside heel hook with our footwork here, with moving to the outside Ashigarami. So I take my leg out, and I'm here. Now when I drop here, it's important to recognize how I cross my feet, okay? If I cross my feet with my inside leg on the top, and he goes for either a heel hook or a straight ankle lock. Look how he does it. He has access to the top leg. And at that time, when he has access to the top leg, he has a straight ankle lock, but over here I have a heel hook. So now we're in a predicament. His straight ankle lock versus my outside heel hook, okay? Now notice if I switch my leg. If I'm like this on the outside Ashigarami, and he drops. Notice his grip. So he has a straight ankle lock as well. Both of them are there. But the point thing to recognize is anytime I cross my feet, I should be aware on where his heel hooks are going about, okay, potentially. Because the most devastating leg attack, arguably, in the lower body is going to be your inside heel hook. So that would be my inside heel like this. If he has an outside heel hook, it's not as devastating if there's still space. If it's on the inside, it's very difficult to defend. So I'm in this position, my feet are close together. I reached the outside and we were working on a straight ankle. Okay, so we're here, I put my frame, I fell on the outside. Now in this position, we need to create the leverage in order for our hand to switch through and wrap up tight. So his toes are up defending. Okay, we've dropped here. Now we're battling, he might be going to my back, whatever is happening. My feet and my legs are pushing and I'm using the mat to crush down, I'm using my feet to push out at bay. I don't want to overextend and get lazy where he sets up, the estima lock. I don't want that to happen. So as a result, when I push, I'm actually high with my toes up, like this. Okay, now I'm in this position. Everything is tight, of course. Now we look here for a second and setting up our heel hook. In this position, we're in a straight ankle, he toes up. It's hard for me to break. We did talk about using the floor and ankle exposure and crushing down with my elbow. But this time what we're going to do here, we're going to take our other hand and we drop it like this. Now my arm comes around and it wraps beneath the heel. Everything else is the same here. Okay, so the same way we would finish our traditional straight ankle lock, we would finish our heel hook the same exact way. So traditional ankle lock from our traditional Ashigarami, here, those 4 points that we've been talking about. Leg tight, arm as a defense, okay? Now I need ankle exposure, so I need to create enough leverage between my shoulder and his ankle and heel where I can expose the ankle. Now my elbow, as you can see, is at an angle. I actually need to get it perpendicular. My palm on the inside as high as I can get. Okay, like this. So for example, if I'm going one-handed, this would go as high as I can. I keep everything locked in. Now in this position, we drop and we close the gap with the mat here. So I'm crushing down on his ankle as much as I can. Crushing, crushing, crushing. Now we're here and we can finish. It's very powerful. So this same exact movement is what we want to do with the outside heel hook when we set it up. We do not want to make up a mistake that some people have been making, unfortunately, out of misunderstanding or excitement, where they're here, they pick up the ankle, they wrap, and from here now they just start to churn, okay? And our partner rolls out, for example, or spins out. When doing that, you give lots of space and he can spin out. unless I set up a sankaku, but even there, if there's sweat, it gets a little hard. So as a result, when we're setting up the outside heel hook, we're here, everything is tight. Everything we're doing with the straight ankle, we're gonna do with the outside heel hook. So we're here, we wrap, everything we do, okay, we wrap. Okay, we lock, we can set up the figure 4 grip. Whatever it is, we're locking in. We have the trap, the toes trapped, and I'm in this position, just like we're finishing the straight ankle. So here, now, squeezing my knees, elbow turned in, crushing down, crushing. I'm gonna go slow because there's so much power here. I'm opening my legs here to show what's happening. You would be very tight here, lots of pressure, not letting him to create space and come between you and the submission. So now I'm here, I crush down. As I'm crushing down, I do not torque out. Just like we're doing the straight ankle. I crush, now I bridge out and finish. It's so powerful, and that detail is very important. Going down and bridging out versus spinning. Spinning again will give him the rotation. He rolls, and I will roll and keep trying to roll, but he can kick and roll with it. And sometimes you lose it. We don't want that to happen. So one more time here. When the ashigarami, you could be from standing, whatever it is, okay? Switching from the straight ankle to it. So we're here, we're battling. Maybe we switch to outside, heel hook, we're kicking, whatever it is we're doing. Now we switch. Lever up, high, turn, dropping. As I drop, my arm cinches in. Look. Now, we're closing our legs, of course. We're keeping open so we can see. We're protecting our leg. We're not just relaxing here, sets of esteem lock. So we're either high and or here and being explosive, or on the inside and keeping everything as tight as we can. Now we crush down, crushing. Notice I don't turn out. Crushing down. Now I bridge. And we finish. We're bridging back. Oops.